what I picked up was Typeform. I think it was Typeform, SurveyMonkey, whatever you want to use, right? And I created a set of questions that weren't too different from what we were able to build on Winter, right? Now these were very straightforward. I think I kept in a couple visual components and elements, which I know in Winter is actually a pretty cool tool that you can use, right? Have a specific element of a home page or a landing page, be able to differentiate by different sections, and then have people respond and provide feedback on that. For us, it was just H1, H2. Can you please rate this from 1 to 5 on a clarity scale, right? Very clear what I mean by clarity, right? Can you please rate it 1 to 5 on relevance, value, differentiation? I think those were the 4. Maybe I had another question in there, right? Very, very specific. What's our rating? Let's create a little bit of a quantitative measure here, but also why. I wanted to get a little bit more behind, a little bit more of the why, the contextual, right? The qualitative responses as well. And of course, I'm reaching out to people that I believe are very good fit for our product, right? Not just the ICP in terms of the persona, but also the folks that are working on the right type of companies, that would potentially buy Sturdy. So that's kind of how we worked around it. I would still argue that if you don't have to be scrappy, use a tool like Winter. But there's nothing wrong with being scrappy. Sometimes you got small teams, you got somewhat tight budgets, and you got to do what you got to do to experiment. You're not going to stop experimenting just because you have a tight budget. Or you shouldn't, rather.